Mass Ave, we bringing it to Boston, baby. Mass Ave is being shut down right now as we speak by protesters, and it's not looking good out there on these streets. Let's tune into the video and see what's going on in Boston, Massachusetts.
Several hundred protesters here at MIT tonight calling for a ceasefire in Gaza and for MIT to divest from Israel. Let me step out of the way so you can see the large group gathered here. MIT, Cambridge, Boston, and state police are surrounding this protest, but so far it has remained peaceful. Now, about an hour ago, a group of protesters that are now here made their way down Mass Ave, Sky 5 capturing that group standing in the middle of the intersection before making their way onto campus. Police began shutting down the intersection of Mass Ave and Amherst for safety. It has since reopened. Now, on the grounds here at MIT, some are protesting students that they began setting up additional tents here in an effort to extend the encampment. MIT's president released a video several days ago saying the encampment must end, but did not give a timeline for that. Protesters here say they are re-energized to keep organizing, especially after the unrest at Columbia.
We have seen what our comrades at UCLA and Columbia SJP have endured just so that universities disclose ties. And for any administration that thinks they can intimidate us, intimidation doesn't work for a people fighting for liberation.
A couple hours ago, Sky 5 also capturing Emerson students protesting around Boston Common and along the public alley where they had an encampment set up before police shut that down and arrested more than 100 student protesters. Now out here again live at MIT. This protest has remained peaceful. Again, there is a heavy police presence. We're going to continue monitoring this protest tonight.
I'm glad that it's peaceful. Let me first start by saying that I'm glad that it's peaceful. I'm glad that nobody's throwing stuff at the police. I'm glad that nobody happened to get arrested. But I'm getting a little tired of these protests. I'm getting a little tired. It seems to be, and I'm not saying I'm getting tired of what the reason of it is, but I'm getting tired of them acting like what they're doing is going to make a dramatic change. To me, and this could be the way that the media is flipping it, the media is making it seem like as if the Palestinian protesters are looting, they're being violent, they're very anti-Semitic, all types of stuff. I don't know if it's just the media or if this is actually what is going on out there in the streets, but I can say this. Both sides, Israel and Palestine, have done a lot of dirty stuff to each other. And I don't know why students or whoever is running these protests want to get involved with it, but we're here now, and one thing that I have noticed, and I have noticed it very, very well, is that we have not heard anything from the President of the United States yet about these protests. Not a peep, not a writing, not a tweet, nothing has come out. So I'm wondering how this is actually going to play out. Are these people going to start getting what they want, or do they have to start getting even more violent? Do they have to bring in even more people? How is this all going to play out? What is their reason for doing this? I know they want to stop the war. We understand. What is their reason for targeting certain schools? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. At some point in time, I want to know. I've tried to do the research. I've looked. I've asked. I've went to these places and tried to figure out what is the reason and what are they trying to look for. And a bunch of people are just saying the same thing. They just want a ceasefire. At least the peaceful people. They just want a ceasefire. They want a ceasefire. And I myself want a ceasefire. So I fully understand. But I'm not going to be out there protesting about it. That's one thing for sure, because honestly, at the end of the day, it's not going to change anything. The U.S. is just helping Israel, but they are not Israel. Israel is fighting its own battle right now. They're fighting their own battle, and they've been allies with the U.S. for the longest time, and they don't want to see Israel being wiped away, because honestly, they're getting attacked from not only Hamas, they're getting attacked from Iran, they're getting attacked from other little terrorist groups that are in the surrounding areas also. So it's a toss-up right now. It's a toss-up. They are trying to say as well to stop commerce. Yeah, I get it. They don't want us funding this war. They don't want us funding the war, and I understand that. The U.S. is in a bunch of wars all over the place. We stick our business, we stick our nose, we stick our hands to other people's businesses all the time, and I don't know why we do it. But that is a result of why the United States is how it is right now. Honestly, it's so free down here. It's so free. Anybody can come down here and set up camp and then do what they want to do, and then we have a result of people having protests for the Palestinian people, which let's be clear here. A lot of people have died in the Palestine side also. It's going on in other countries too, Scrim. See? So it's so when that's why I gotta ask the question. When is it going to stop? When is it going to stop? If it's going on in other countries, you would think that maybe the U.S. would say, you know what, all right, we're going to just let these people handle it themselves. You would think that. But we living in a weird time. And this protest is, I understand why they're protesting, but the results, we want to see the results, and they're not getting any results right now. They're not getting any results. You need you on Facebook or email? If you want to email me, I'll put my email in the chat, and then you could email me. Hold up, let me put my email in the chat so you could email me or something. Need my contacts so I could connect with the people. All right, I put my email in the chat so you could connect with me, Scrim. Yeah, let me know how you guys feel about this down in the comments below. I would really like to know y'all take and y'all thoughts on this, on all these protests that are happening. It's crazy. It's crazy what's happening out here on the streets, and it's only a matter of time before it gets very, very violent. Very, very violent.